Hey, what's up, guys? Back again for another episode of the Daily Crypto News. You guys know me by now. My name's Bobbin. I'm one of the admins over here at BigONE, as well as Asia Blockcast. We always take a couple of minutes out of our day when we're winding down just to go over a couple of the highlights that's going on in the news. But enough about me. Scott, you want to give them your introduction?
Well, of course, as always, Scott
Yes,
with
sir.
BigONE here. Handle the social media marketing kind of for BigONE as well as the marketing for North America here. I help take care of anybody that's got any questions or any kind of concerns, and I'm happy and here to help. So yeah, I'm excited for again today and the daily crypto news. It's always exciting to talk about the news. So yeah.
All right, so we're gonna kick things off. A lot been going on in the news today. A lot been going on in the market. More importantly, right? Like we just recently had a quick flash crash with Bitcoin. Excuse me, I had something in my mouth. But we had a quick flash crash on Bitcoin. It went down to about 59,000. Came and retested one of the lower supports on the chart. So it kind of caused a flash crash in a lot of the market. A lot of things seen big dips today. We watched Shiba take a really big dip as well. It goes on to say that Shiba took a 18% crash. So that is going to be very interesting. A lot of people speculate in that what we were talking about yesterday with the wallets, that wallet having the seed phrase found. The guy is making a couple of transactions. Market went down by 31%. And this guy actually owns
billion
2.78 billion. And yesterday he sent 695 million to 4 different wallets, which caused a frenzy in SHIB holders. So a lot of people thinking that they actually might sell, and that would actually sink the price. And yeah, it went on to say, the top 10 holders in SHIB token own 72% of the total supply. So it's going to be pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting details. I think it put up a lot of red flags for people, but just goes to show, the earlier you get in, the better, I guess.
Well, and that kind of creates that FOMO that people are worried about it, right? Like it's natural when you hear something like that, when you didn't maybe know before that 75% of the token is owned by big wallets. Like it is a little bit scary.
10 people. 10 people.
Yeah,
10
that's
people.
scary. I sold it, but I mean, that's me. Like, and I'm not saying I'm not going to buy back into it because those 10 wallets are probably doing it gradually to make sure that the impact isn't as bad as it could be. And I hope this guy that has that bigger wallet that just transferred it to the 4 smaller wallets, he's obviously maybe going to do it gradually to make sure that it's done properly so that it doesn't crash the price, because it's beneficial to him as well, right? Not to just sell it all at once. So
no, and I think that's imperative. If people think about it, if we go back to when people hear these percentages, they get really alarmed, right? Like that one caught me off by a little bit. But you also got to remember, it's reported that 40% of all the Bitcoin in the world are owned by 2,000 wallets, more than 40%. So when you think about a market cap of Shiba Inu versus a market cap like Bitcoin, let's not play games, right? Like that's a big difference. So it just goes to show, man, like the early adopters, the people who get it early, these people are going to actually be millionaires and billionaires. It will be a lot of millionaires and billionaires. And I think everybody will cash out responsibly. It'd be cool to see them, do a buyback and a burn. I think that would be great for them. I mean, obviously that's more than enough money for, multiple families to live on.
Yeah. And here's the thing, you guys, like, I guess just like everything else, you look at the flash crash today of Bitcoin, that was drove by one of the bigger wallets, obviously, that did that to get rid of a lot of short seller or short, I forget how you say it, but just future traders. And that's the thing you got to be cautious on, this times 10, times 20, times 50. Like it's very dangerous ground to be on. I'm not saying that you can't do it. It's just something to be aware of, because it only takes one big whale in Bitcoin or whichever you're trading in to really create that impact on the market. that's going to liquidate you. And when there's lots of people that are in the market with that kind of hold, that's prime time for these guys to come in and do that. So, and brings me to my next article.
What you got there?
Okay, I'll share. Hold on one second. 20 Bitcoin schools to be built in El Salvador with surplus from Bitcoin Trust. So as you know, like El Salvador just implemented Bitcoin recently. To build 20 schools in El Salvador already is sending a huge message to people that are in Bitcoin, but as well as that country. When you have people that don't have that many schools or the supplies that they need to build a new school program, that's amazing. I'm excited for it. It's going to be great to see what it does. It says the government has decided to use a surplus from its state Bitcoin trust, which at present holds approximately 1,120 Bitcoins. He stated that the additional profits derived will be directed towards building the school only, and none of the Salvadorian taxes will be used for this particular undertaking. So he's not even using taxes to do this. This is all Bitcoin profit. And that's very impressive. Like, kudos to him. That's all.
Yeah, man. Kudos to El Salvador. I mean, a lot of the people that I know hold tokens and cryptos, they say "when Lambo," and he says "cuando escuela," which is "when school" in Spanish, right? So, so now the new motto should be "when school." Like, if you're not building schools, then you know, like, you're not doing it right. But it is interesting though, to get on a more serious note. It is really good to see that they're using this money to fund educational institutions, right? And I hope one day that they actually learn, or the students learn, that how these schools was built. And I also hope that they learn something about blockchain, because the blockchain is what essentially got them these schools with the extra funding from the Bitcoin. And just to keep it on school topic, we all know that college basketball players have been in or college sports players here in the States. There's been a big thing about them getting them paid in a sense, right? Or saying that they deserve to be paid as well, because some of these people actually do go on and make it to a major league or to the next level, but then it's a lot of them that don't. I think it's less than I think it's about 5% of all the college players in the world, collegiate athletes, actually make it to the actual majors. So they've been trying to implement some kind of program to get, you know, student athletes or athletes in these programs to be funded, right? So Kentucky basketball team will get payouts from FTX in the new deal. So with the new deal that FTX did sign, with, you know, they did one with Tom Brady, and they also did one with now I see they did one with Kentucky. They're actually going to have something in there that's going to actually allow these players to get paid. So that's going to be a big step in this adoption phase.
Oh yeah, you definitely see it. Like, the younger generation are what's going to drive cryptocurrency right now. I just had a nephew reach out to me because he has $100 that he saved up, and he wants me to teach him how to trade in cryptocurrency with it. So I mean, that just tells you the younger generation's listening and catching on, where the older generation is like, is this a scam or what's going on?
What is this?
Yeah, what's going on? I don't want to invest in that. Where we're sitting here like investing, laughing all the way, whatever, like, as the markets change and everything's happening. So it's kind of funny. I guess the next article that I'm going to read is going to be there it goes. So this one's an actual interesting article. Nigeria ranks ahead of US and others in crypto ownership. Bitcoin remains heavy favorite. Over 50% of crypto holders in Nigeria are in fact Bitcoin holders, according to Research and Finders. And it also says here as well, a little bit further down, I read about it. So it says Dogecoin is the third most popular choice with crypto adoption in Nigeria, with 21.8% of adults who own crypto holding the coin. That makes it the 8th ranked country in our list of 22 countries in terms of Dogecoin ownership. And then the report continues that Men are more likely to own crypto in Nigeria than women, as roughly 30.4% of men in Nigeria say they hold crypto compared to 17.9%. And now number two spot, of course, by the look of it, is going to Ethereum as well, which is not surprising. When you have Bitcoin, Ethereum usually is the next spot up, but that's impressive for Nigeria. And I really do feel that it's bringing a new market to there. So it's
Oh yeah, and
it's awesome.
I'm actually not I'm actually not surprised by that. I think I was surprised when I first learned about that, but you guys might not know I'm actually half Nigerian. So I know I keep keep a lot of ties in Nigeria, but they actually, I think it's 29% of the entire population of Nigeria actually uses cryptocurrency. So not only are they actually involved with purchasing cryptocurrency, they actually use it there as a currency. So that's not really new news for me, but it's actually really good news that it's coming out. And I think probably when China came over and did a lot of things out there, they went ahead and implemented some of these tokens out there, at least did payouts for some of the workers over there in Africa in Bitcoin. That way they could keep it under the books. So I think that's how the Bitcoin got over there. But yeah, I know for sure I read somewhere the beginning part of the year that, while I think it's 5%, less than 5% of Americans or less than 8% of Americans own crypto, it's like 29% of Nigeria actually not only owns crypto, they actually use crypto. So a lot of the utility that we talk about are actually going to take place in these other countries rather than in our home. I think a lot of this has already been happening. You got your mic off. Watch your mic.
There you go. Can you hear me? Yeah, it's because the States has
Yeah.
everything locked down so hard, and that's the worst part of it, right? Like,
yeah, they want to get their piece. They want their piece of the puzzle. Like, how can we get taxes on this, and then they'll figure it out.
So now other countries are moving in, implementing it, and doing things, and they're going to lead the market. Canada's doing a lot better job than even the US is, which is impressive, honestly, because a lot of the time Canada is a little bit behind too as well, and we still are a bit behind versus other people, but I mean, still they're at least open. They had the ETF before the States even had it, so that just speaks volumes. They're willing to work on it and learn and educate and grow. Like, regulations will take a while, so let's just get this market pumping.
Yeah, and then one of the last articles I'm going to bring to you guys today, we haven't really reported anything about Cardano. They really did take off a little bit earlier into the season, I would say, into the third quarter. They kind of led the bull run first, in my opinion. They had a nice run where we watched them go from under $1 to upwards of $2, almost to $3. But they're back at it again. This time it's a major milestone in a new update. Cardano is gearing up to be in a 2 million wallets this year. So they're going to actually be coming out with a wallet as well. It'll be years. Yeah. Oh no, not only no. They're actually going to be at 2 million wallet holders. So they already have their wallet. So it's a come up from last year where they only had 1 million wallet holders, and then this year they have 2 million wallet holders. So now they actually have 2 million wallet holders with Cardano. So that's really bullish news to see these people keeping their money in that ecosystem and trusting in these smart contracts.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And then the final article. This is a good one because I hold a little bit of this, so I hold it close to my heart. Well, right now I don't own any, but right away I'll probably own some again real soon. So I'll just switch to this really quickly. Everyone in the sandbox, artists, brands, and creators pile into the metaverse. New ecosystems, partners, attractive creator incentives, and the successful completion of a $93 million funding round are a few reasons why Sand has rallied 393% in the past 2 weeks. The other thing about that I found really interesting is who actually owns land in the sandbox. So you're looking here, over 165 partners, including Snoop Dogg, The Walking Dead, Smurfs, Deadmas 5, Care Bears, etc., all own land in the sandbox and will contribute to creating a diverse, multicultural place that will make you want to come back and further explore. So this is impressive, you guys. This is quite a bit ahead of, well, I think, as far as I'm concerned, ahead of Facebook. And that's what's going to make the biggest impact for when it comes to the metaverse.
Yeah, no, and then they actually did the $93 million Series B funding round. So they're going to be really coming out, and that was led by, I think it was SoftBank Vision 2 Fund. So they're really trying to send a message that they're going to be one of the leaders going into the innovation of the Web3. And you know, and that's a major trend that's going to be popping up this year, the decentralized web. So any projects that I think are gearing up to go towards the Web3, we will definitely have they'll have a good run this time, because I think that's where we're headed towards right now.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Web3 is a thing. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. That's
Yep.
as far as I'm concerned. Yep.
And as you guys know, before we jump off here, you know, I like to do a little bit of forecasting on the total market cap. As of today, we're at the 2.36 trillion, down just a few. I think it's about $9 billion from where we were yesterday. However, the Bitcoin dominance did go down to 42.9, which is really good for altcoins, really good sign. The dominance of Ethereum is at 19.8, which is the same as it was yesterday. So that means that there is something else in the water that's brewing, that's taking this dominance. If Bitcoin lost 2% dominance and Ethereum lost 1% dominance, that's 3% that left since yesterday. So it could be interesting to see what emerging blockchain or layer zero will be picking up this extra funding, right? And then I also seen, before we jump out of here, I seen yesterday that the USDC minted $1 billion yesterday. So be on the lookout. Should be a lot of money flowing into the market. As always, guys, we appreciate you stopping by just to get a little glimpse of the news. Again, I'm vibing. I got Crypto Beast with me, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Yeah,
Peace.
it's going to be an amazing day, you guys. Have a wonderful day tonight, and be excited for tomorrow. All's going to be good.
Yeah, spooky season's gone. Let's go.
Yeah.
Peace.